place where mountains rise straight from the sea, where waterfalls fall from great heights, and where silence feels calm instead of empty. This is Norway, a country shaped by nature, where every view feels powerful, peaceful, and unforgettable. Norway is not just a destination, it is an experience. It is a land of deep blue fjords, snow-covered peaks, wide open skies, and untouched landscapes. Here, nature feels pure and alive. The air feels fresh, the light feels different, and every moment feels slow, calm, and meaningful. In Norway, water and land exist together in perfect balance. Fjords cut deep into the earth, surrounded by tall cliffs and quiet valleys. Glaciers move slowly across mountains. Forests stretch endlessly, and far above, the sky changes color in ways that feel almost unreal. This journey will take you through 20 of the most beautiful natural places in Norway. Places where nature shows its strongest side and also its most peaceful side. You will see dramatic cliffs, quiet lakes, powerful waterfalls, and wide mountain views that seem to go on forever. Some places will make you feel small, standing before massive landscapes shaped over thousands of years. Other places will make you feel calm, as if time has slowed down just for you. This is a journey not only across a country, but into the heart of nature itself. As we travel from fjords to mountains, from Arctic landscapes to peaceful valleys, you may find yourself imagining what it feels like to stand there in silence, listening only to the wind and the water. Norway has a way of pulling you in, making you feel connected to the world around you. And our journey begins with one of the most iconic natural wonders in all of Scandinavia, a place where steep cliffs, deep blue water, and flowing waterfalls come together in perfect harmony. Geirangerfjord. Geirangerfjord is one of the most beautiful natural places in Norway, and many people believe it is one of the most beautiful fjords in the world. The moment you see it, you understand why. Tall mountains rise straight up from deep blue water, creating a dramatic and peaceful landscape at the same time. Everything here feels powerful, calm, and untouched. This fjord stretches deep into the land, surrounded by steep cliffs and green slopes. The water below is clear and quiet, reflecting the sky and mountains like a mirror. As clouds move slowly above, the colors of the fjord change throughout the day, shifting from deep blue to soft gray, and sometimes even bright green. Every moment feels different, yet equally breathtaking. One of the most magical features of Geirangerfjord is its waterfalls. Water flows down from high mountains, falling freely into the fjord below. Some waterfalls are thin and gentle, while others are wide and powerful. Among the most famous are the Seven Sisters waterfalls, where multiple streams of water fall side by side like white ribbons against dark rock. The sound of falling water fills the air and adds to the sense of natural harmony. The mountains around Geirangerfjord feel ancient and strong. They have been shaped by glaciers over thousands of years, carved slowly by ice and time. These towering cliffs stand quietly, watching over the fjord as they have for centuries. From high viewpoints, the fjord looks narrow and endless, stretching far into the distance between massive rock walls. Standing above it, you feel both small and deeply connected to nature. The light in Geirangerfjord is something special. Early in the morning, soft sunlight touches the mountaintops, while the fjord remains calm and dark below. As the day moves on, light reaches deeper into the valley, bringing out green slopes, flowing water, and shining surfaces. In the evening, the sky often turns warm and golden, creating reflections on the water that feel almost unreal. Nature here feels alive but peaceful. Birds circle high above the cliffs. Water moves gently across the fjord's surface. Wind flows through the valley, carrying fresh air and quiet sounds. There is no rush here. Everything moves at nature's pace, slow and steady, creating a deep sense of calm. Geirangerfjord is not only about beauty, but also about emotion. It is the kind of place that makes you pause and breathe deeply. It invites you to stop thinking and simply observe. Many visitors describe a strong feeling of peace here, as if the landscape speaks without words. The combination of water, mountains, light, and silence creates an experience that stays in your memory long after you leave. This fjord is also recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which means it is protected for future generations. This protection helps keep the area pure and natural, allowing people to experience it in its true form. The landscape remains wild, clean, and deeply connected to its natural roots. As you look across Geirangerfjord, it feels as if time stands still. The mountains do not change quickly. The water moves gently. The sky drifts slowly above. It is a reminder of how powerful and beautiful nature can be when left untouched. Would you choose to stand high above the fjord, looking down at the deep blue water far below? Or stay close to the water, watching waterfalls fall from towering cliffs? Would you prefer to experience Geirangerfjord in the soft light of early morning or during the calm glow of the evening sky? Would you enjoy the silence and wide open views or the feeling of being surrounded by massive mountains on all sides? And as breathtaking as Geirangerfjord is, Norway has even more dramatic landscapes waiting ahead. Next, we move to a place where you stand on the edge of a cliff, looking straight down into a fjord far below. Preikestolen. Preikestolen, also known as Pulpit Rock, is one of the most powerful and dramatic natural viewpoints in Norway. It is a massive flat rock that rises high above the Glacier, standing like a natural platform at the edge of a cliff. When you reach the top, the view opens wide and the world below feels silent, deep, and endless. This giant rock formation sits more than 600 meters above the fjord. From the edge, you can look straight down into deep blue water far below. There are no barriers or walls, only open space between you and the fjord. This creates a strong feeling of freedom and respect for nature at the same time. The landscape here is raw, simple, and extremely powerful. The rock itself is almost perfectly flat, shaped naturally over thousands of years by ice, water, and time. Glaciers once moved slowly across this land, carving the mountains and valleys that now surround the fjord. When the ice disappeared, it left behind sharp cliffs, deep water, and wide open views. Preikestolen stands as a reminder of nature's slow but unstoppable strength. From the top, the Glacier stretches far into the distance, cutting through dark mountains on both sides. The water below is calm and reflective, changing color as light moves across the sky. On clear days, the view feels endless. On cloudy days, mist floats between the cliffs, adding mystery and depth to the scene. Every weather condition creates a different mood. The feeling at Preikestolen is unlike any other place. Standing at the edge, you feel both powerful and small at the same time. The silence is deep, broken only by the sound of wind moving across the rock. There is a sense of stillness that makes you stop and focus on the moment. It is a place where thoughts slow down and awareness becomes sharper. The surrounding mountains are strong and quiet, their dark surfaces shaped by ancient forces. Sparse vegetation grows between rocks, showing how life adapts even in harsh conditions. Birds glide high above the fjord, moving freely through the open air. Everything here feels balanced, wild, and untouched. Light plays an important role at Preikestolen. Early in the day, soft light reaches the rock and slowly fills the fjord below. As time passes, shadows move across the cliffs, changing the shape and depth of the landscape. In the late hours, the sky often turns warm, creating a beautiful contrast with the cool blue water below. Preikestolen is not just a viewpoint, it is an emotional experience. Many people feel a strong connection to nature here, as if the land is speaking through silence and scale. It teaches respect, patience, and humility. The simplicity of the rock and the vastness of the view create a moment that stays with you long after you leave. Would you stand close to the edge, feeling the open air and depth below, or stay a few steps back, taking in the wide view in quiet reflection? Would you prefer to experience Preikestolen under a clear blue sky, or with mist drifting through the fjord below? Would you enjoy the feeling of complete openness, or the calm strength of standing on solid rock above the water? The Trolltunga. Trolltunga is one of the most iconic and unforgettable natural landmarks in Norway. Its name means the troll's tongue, and when you see it, the reason becomes clear. A narrow rock platform stretches out from a mountain, hanging high above a deep lake far below. The shape looks unreal, as if nature itself decided to create a dramatic work of art. This rock formation rises hundreds of meters above the valley, offering a view that feels both thrilling and peaceful. From the edge of Trolltunga, the land opens wide, revealing mountains, water, and sky blending into one powerful scene. The lake below appears calm and distant, while the surrounding cliffs stand strong and silent, shaped slowly by time. Trolltunga was formed during the Ice Age when glaciers covered this region. As the ice moved and melted, it carved the land, leaving behind sharp edges, deep valleys, and dramatic drops. The rock tongue remained, balanced perfectly, holding its shape for thousands of years. Standing on it, you feel the weight of history and the strength of natural forces that shaped this place. The atmosphere at Trolltunga is quiet and intense. Wind flows freely across the open space, carrying fresh mountain air. Clouds often move slowly through the valley, sometimes covering parts of the landscape and then revealing them again. This constant change makes every moment feel unique and alive. Light transforms Trolltunga throughout the day. In the morning, soft light touches the rock and spreads across the lake below. As the sun rises higher, shadows shift along the cliffs, adding depth and contrast to the scene. In the later hours, the atmosphere often becomes warmer in color, creating a beautiful balance between light and shadow. The surrounding environment feels raw and untouched. Rocks, water, and sky dominate the view, with very little standing between you and nature. The silence here is powerful. It encourages reflection and stillness. Many people describe a deep emotional response at Trolltunga, a feeling of awe mixed with calm respect. Standing on Trolltunga is not about speed or movement. It is about pausing, breathing, and taking in the scale of the world around you. The open space below reminds you of how small humans are compared to nature, yet how deeply connected we can feel when we truly observe our surroundings. This place invites patience and awareness. Time feels slower here. The world feels wider. Trolltunga does not try to impress with noise or movement. Its power comes from silence, balance, and dramatic simplicity. Would you step onto the narrow rock and look straight down at the calm lake below? Or would you observe from a distance, taking in the full shape of the landscape? Would you prefer to experience Trolltunga under a clear sky or with clouds drifting slowly through the valley? Would you enjoy the feeling of standing in open space or the quiet strength of the mountains surrounding you? Next, we travel to a region where land meets sea under wide Arctic skies, and nature feels bold, open, and dramatic. The Lofoten Islands are one of the most dramatic and visually striking regions in Norway. Here, sharp mountain peaks rise straight from the ocean, creating a landscape that feels bold, wild, and unforgettable. The contrast between dark mountains, deep blue water, and open sky gives this place a powerful and unique character. These islands are located far north, above the Arctic Circle, yet they are full of life and natural beauty. The mountains are steep and rugged, shaped by ancient geological forces. They stand close to the sea, leaving very little space between rock and water. This creates dramatic views in every direction, where land and ocean meet in perfect balance. The water around the Lofoten Islands is clear and constantly changing in color. Depending on the light, it can appear deep blue, turquoise, or silver. Waves move gently along the shore in some areas, while in others the sea feels calm and mirror-like. Reflections of mountains on the water create scenes that feel almost unreal. Light plays a major role in shaping the mood of the Lofoten Islands. During certain times of the year, the sun stays low in the sky, creating long shadows in soft golden light that lasts for hours. In other seasons, the sky can change quickly, bringing clouds, mist, and clear moments one after another. Each shift in light transforms the landscape into something new. The air here feels fresh and open. Wind moves freely across the islands, carrying the scent of the sea and the sound of waves. The wide sky above creates a sense of freedom in space. Even when the weather changes, the landscape remains strong and impressive, showing the raw power of nature. The Lofoten Islands also offer a feeling of isolation and calm. Despite their dramatic appearance, there is a deep sense of peace in these open spaces. The silence between the mountains and sea allows thoughts to slow down. Many people feel a strong emotional connection here, as if the land encourages reflection and awareness. Nature in Lofoten feels honest and unfiltered. The mountains do not hide their sharp edges. The sea does not stay the same for long. The sky is wide and expressive. Everything works together to create a place that feels alive and constantly changing. This balance between strength and calm is what makes the Lofoten Islands so special. At certain times, the night sky itself becomes part of the experience. Far from bright lights, the sky can appear clear and deep, filled with stars. On special nights, soft colors may move across the sky, adding a sense of wonder and mystery to the already powerful landscape. The Lofoten Islands remind you that nature does not need perfection to be beautiful. Their beauty comes from contrast, movement, and raw energy. It is a place where you feel both challenged and comforted by the environment around you. Would you prefer to watch the mountains rise sharply from the ocean, or focus on the changing colors of the water below? Would you enjoy the long, soft light stretching across the landscape, or the dramatic mood created by clouds and wind? Would you feel more connected while standing beneath the wide Arctic sky, or while observing the powerful meeting of land and sea? From the bold beauty of the Lofoten Islands, our journey now moves to a place shaped by ice and time. Next, we explore Tromsø. Tromsø is a place where nature and sky come together in powerful and unforgettable ways. Located far north, deep within the Arctic region, this area feels open, quiet, and full of natural wonder. The landscape around Tromsø is shaped by mountains, water, and wide skies that seem to stretch endlessly in all directions. Surrounding Tromsø are tall, sharp mountains that rise from the land and water, creating strong and dramatic views. These mountains are often covered with snow for much of the year, adding brightness and contrast to the darker rock beneath. Between the mountains lie deep fjords and open waters that reflect the changing sky above. One of the most remarkable features of Tromsø is the sky itself. During certain times of the year, the night sky comes alive with movement and color. Soft waves of light can appear above the mountains, slowly shifting and dancing across the darkness. These moments feel quiet, magical, and deeply emotional, as if the sky is part of the natural landscape. At other times, the sun behaves in unique ways. There are periods when daylight lasts far longer than expected, filling the land with continuous light. Shadows move slowly and time feels different. The extended daylight reveals fine details in the mountains, water, and snow, creating a sense of calm and endless space. The air in Tromsø feels fresh and sharp. Wind moves freely across the open landscape, carrying the scent of sea and snow. Sounds are soft and distant, allowing silence to become part of the experience. Nature here feels strong but gentle, powerful yet peaceful. The fjords around Tromsø are deep and quiet, bordered by steep mountains and open valleys. Water moves slowly, reflecting clouds, light, and color. In calm moments, the reflections are so clear that it feels like the landscape continues both above and below. Tromsø also offers a strong sense of isolation in the best way possible. The distance from busy environments allows nature to take the lead. This separation creates space for reflection and awareness. Many people feel a deep connection to the environment here, as if the land encourages stillness and respect. Light and weather constantly reshape the mood of Tromsø. Clear skies create sharp contrasts and long views. Clouds bring softness and mystery. Snow changes the sound of the land, making everything quieter and more peaceful. Each condition adds a new layer to the experience. Tromsø is not defined by one single feature, but by the balance of sky, land, and water. It is a place where nature feels close and personal, yet vast and powerful at the same time. The combination of Arctic light, silent landscapes, and open space leaves a lasting impression. Standing in Tromsø, you feel both grounded and inspired. The land reminds you of nature's strength. The sky reminds you of its beauty. Together, they create an experience that feels timeless and deeply moving. Would you prefer to witness the sky filled with moving light above silent mountains, or enjoy the calm glow of extended daylight over fjords and snow? Would you feel more connected while observing the wide Arctic sky, or while focusing on the quiet strength of the surrounding mountains? Would you choose a moment of deep winter silence, or the open and endless feeling of long northern days? From the Arctic beauty of Tromsø, our journey continues toward another powerful natural landscape in Norway. Next, we explore a place where ice slowly moves across mountains, shaping the land with patience and strength. Jostedalsbreen Glacier. Jostedalsbreen Glacier is the largest glacier on the European mainland and one of Norway's most powerful natural wonders. It feels quiet, cold, and timeless. This massive river of ice stretches across mountains and valleys, shaping the land slowly and patiently over thousands of years. Standing near it, you feel the deep presence of nature and the weight of time itself. The glacier covers a vast area, spreading like a frozen blanket over the mountains. Thick ice flows slowly downhill, moving only a few centimeters each year. Though its movement is almost invisible, its impact on the landscape is enormous. Valleys, lakes, and sharp ridges around Jostedalsbreen all carry the marks of ice that once moved freely across this land. The surface of the glacier is a mix of white snow and deep blue ice. In some places, cracks open in the ice, revealing layers that reflect light in beautiful shades of blue. These colors change depending on the light, sometimes appearing soft and pale, and at other times deep and intense. Surrounding the glacier are high mountains, green valleys, and clear water flowing from melting ice. Streams and waterfalls begin here, carrying cold, pure water down into the land below. This connection between ice and water shows how the glacier continues to shape and support the environment around it. On bright days, sunlight reflects strongly off the ice, creating a glowing landscape. On cloudy days, the glacier appears soft and calm, blending into the surrounding mountains. Fog and mist might move across the ice, adding a sense of mystery and depth. From the frozen beauty of Jostedalsbreen, our journey now continues toward another unforgettable natural experience. Next, we move to Atlantic Ocean Road. The Atlantic Ocean Road is one of the most dramatic places where human creation meets raw natural power. It stretches across a chain of small islands and open sea, surrounded by the vast Atlantic Ocean. Here, nature is always present, always moving, and always changing. The experience is not quiet or still, but bold, energetic, and unforgettable. This place is defined by water and sky. The ocean surrounds the land on all sides, creating a feeling of openness and exposure. Waves rise and fall continuously, sometimes gentle and calm, and other times strong and crashing. The sound of the sea is constant, filling the air with energy and rhythm. The weather plays a powerful role here. On calm days, the ocean appears smooth and reflective, stretching toward the horizon in deep shades of blue. The sky feels wide and endless, and the air carries a sense of freedom. On rough days, wind and waves transform the landscape completely. Water crashes against rocks, spray rises into the air, and the scene becomes dramatic and intense. The small islands along the Atlantic Ocean Road feel rugged and strong. Dark rocks stand firm against the endless movement of the sea, showing the contrast between solid land and restless water. These rocks have been shaped over thousands of years by waves, wind, and storms. Their rough textures and sharp edges tell a story of constant natural pressure. Light changes the mood of this place quickly. Sunlight can break through clouds and reflect off the ocean's surface, creating shining patterns that move with the waves. At other moments, heavy clouds bring darker tones, making the sea look deep and powerful. During certain times, the sky fills with warm colors, while the ocean reflects them in shifting motion. The Atlantic Ocean Road offers a strong feeling of connection to nature's forces. There is no sense of protection or distance here. You feel close to the elements. Wind touches your face. The sound of waves fills your thoughts. The open horizon reminds you of how vast the world truly is. This place is not about silence, but about movement and energy. Everything is alive. Water flows endlessly. Clouds drift quickly. Wind shapes the sound and feel of the space. The constant motion creates a sense of excitement mixed with respect for nature's strength. Despite its power, the Atlantic Ocean Road can also feel calming. Watching waves rise and fall again and again has a steady rhythm. It reminds you that nature follows its own patterns, unchanged by human time. From the powerful energy of the Atlantic Ocean, our journey now continues toward a very different kind of natural beauty. Next, we explore Vøringsfossen Waterfall. Vøringsfossen Waterfall is one of Norway's most famous and spectacular waterfalls. Its height, power, and dramatic surroundings make it an unforgettable natural wonder. The waterfall drops from the high Mabodalen Valley, plunging hundreds of meters into the river below. From the top, the water looks almost like a white ribbon, twisting and falling against the dark rock cliffs. The cliffs surrounding Vøringsfossen are steep and rugged. They rise sharply on either side of the waterfall, creating a deep canyon where the water flows with incredible energy. The contrast between the dark rock and the bright white water enhances the dramatic effect. From every viewpoint, the waterfall appears different, as if it is alive and changing constantly. The water at Vøringsfossen is powerful and unstoppable. During certain seasons, melting snow from nearby mountains increases the flow, making the waterfall even more impressive. Mist rises from the base of the fall, filling the air with cool, fresh droplets. The sound of falling water echoes through the valley, creating a natural symphony that surrounds you completely.
Light transforms Vøringsfossen throughout the day. Early morning sun creates soft glows on the rock and water, highlighting textures and colors. As the sun rises higher, shadows shift along the cliffs, adding depth and dimension. On cloudy days, the waterfall blends with mist and sky, creating a mysterious and ethereal feeling. In the evening, the light often warms the rocks and water, making the scene feel gentle despite the power of the fall. The surrounding valley adds to the beauty of the waterfall. Steep slopes, green patches of moss, and scattered vegetation soften the rugged cliffs. Rivers and streams feed the waterfall, creating smaller flows that join the main drop. Every part of this area feels alive, yet untouched, preserving a sense of purity and natural strength. Vøringsfossen is not only about visual beauty, but also about emotion. Standing near the top or looking from a distance, you feel the energy of moving water and the strength of the cliffs around it. The roar of the waterfall can make you feel small and humbled, while the wide view of the valley gives a sense of freedom and openness. It is a place that encourages presence, reflection, and awe. The air near the waterfall is fresh and clean, filled with the soft scent of water and rocks. The cool mist from the falling water brushes the skin, reminding you of the constant motion and energy of nature. Birds often glide through the valley, their movements adding life to the stillness of the surrounding cliffs. Would you choose to stand near the edge and feel the mist from the waterfall on your face, or watch from a distance to appreciate the full height and flow? Would you enjoy the waterfall under soft morning light, or during dramatic clouds that make the cliffs and water appear more intense? Would you focus more on the power of the falling water, or the calm, wide view of the valley surrounding it? From the impressive height and power of Vøringsfossen, we next move to North Cape. North Cape, or Nordkapp, is one of the northernmost points in Europe and one of the most dramatic natural landscapes in Norway. Standing here, you feel as if you were at the edge of the world, looking out over the endless Arctic Ocean. The cliffs rise high above the sea, stretching for hundreds of meters, creating a sense of power, in isolation and awe that few places on Earth can match. The cliff itself is massive and sheer. From the top, the ocean spreads out endlessly toward the horizon. On clear days, the water appears deep blue, stretching far into the distance. On stormy days, waves crash against the rocks far below, sending mist high into the air. The movement and energy of the sea create a powerful contrast to the still, stable cliffs. In winter, the sun barely rises above the horizon, creating a calm, muted light that adds mystery and quiet beauty. Both seasons show the incredible versatility and mood of this northern landscape. Would you enjoy standing close to the cliff edge, feeling the wind and energy of the open sea, or observing from a distance, taking in the full scale of the landscape? From the dramatic heights of North Cape, we now move to Ålesund. Ålesund is one of Norway's most unique coastal regions, known for its stunning natural surroundings and dramatic landscape.
Unlike crowded cities, Ålesund feels like a place where nature and land meet in perfect harmony. Here, the mountains rise sharply from the sea, fjords stretch deeply inland, and islands dot the horizon, creating endless vistas of raw beauty. From a distance, Ålesund looks like it belongs to a painting. The water surrounding the islands reflects the sky and mountains, changing colors throughout the day. Calm days produce mirror-like surfaces, while windy days create waves that dance along the coastline. The mountains rise immediately from the water, their steep slopes marked by dark rock and patches of green vegetation. One of the most remarkable features of this area is the way the islands and fjords connect. Fjords carve deeply into the land, creating sheltered waters that contrast sharply with the vast open ocean beyond. Islands large and small sit between these fjords, each with its own unique shape and presence. This combination of open sea, narrow fjords, and jagged islands creates a landscape that is both peaceful and dramatic at the same time. The light in Ålesund is dynamic and ever-changing. Early mornings bring soft, golden light that spreads across the water and cliffs, highlighting textures in the rocks and subtle tones in the vegetation. Midday sun can make the ocean shimmer with bright reflections, while clouds and mist sometimes roll in, giving a mystical and mysterious feeling to the fjords and islands. In the evening, the light softens, casting long shadows and creating a quiet, reflective mood over the landscape. The surrounding mountains are steep and rugged, yet they feel approachable from a distance. They are a reminder of Norway's glacial past, shaped slowly over thousands of years by ice and water. Their slopes are carved with valleys and small streams, adding layers of detail to an already breathtaking panorama. Ålesund's coastline offers a feeling of openness and freedom that few places can match. The wide horizons and constant movement of water encourage reflection and calm. The sound of waves, the movement of clouds, and the distant call of birds create a natural rhythm that feels both powerful and soothing. Being in Ålesund is an emotional experience. The combination of mountains, fjords, islands, and ocean evokes a sense of awe. It is a place where you feel small, yet deeply connected to the land and sea around you. The dramatic cliffs and quiet waters encourage pause, reflection, and a full presence in the moment. Would you prefer to stand near a fjord, watching the water reflect the mountains around it, or observe the distant islands rising from the ocean horizon? Would you enjoy the calm, reflective mood of early morning light, or the soft, mystical tones created by clouds and mist rolling through the fjords? Would you focus more on the powerful presence of the mountains or the endless movement and beauty of the surrounding waters? Next, we move to Romsdal Valley. Romsdal Valley is one of Norway's most striking natural landscapes, where towering mountains, deep rivers, and wide open skies create a breathtaking panorama. The valley stretches far into the distance, flanked on both sides by cliffs that rise sharply and dramatically. From the moment you enter the valley, you feel completely surrounded by the power and beauty of nature. The mountains in Romsdalen are steep and jagged, shaped over thousands of years by glaciers and ice. Their dark rocks rise straight from the valley floor, contrasting with patches of green moss and vegetation that cling to the slopes. Waterfalls tumble down these cliffs in many places, their gentle flow or powerful drops adding rhythm and life to the otherwise still and quiet surroundings. At the center of the valley, the Rauma River flows calmly in some sections and swiftly in others. Its water is clear and reflective, mirroring the sky and cliffs above. On quiet days, the river feels like a silver ribbon winding through the mountains, while during wetter seasons, it roars with energy, reminding you of the raw power of nature. Light plays a remarkable role in Romsdalen Valley. In the early morning, soft sunlight hits the tops of the cliffs first, creating long shadows and highlighting textures in the rock. As the day progresses, the light moves down the slopes, illuminating rivers, waterfalls, and patches of greenery. On cloudy days, mist and fog drift through the valley, giving it a mysterious, almost magical feeling. During golden hours, the cliffs and river are bathed in warm tones that create a serene, almost dreamlike atmosphere. The valley is wide and open, giving a feeling of space and freedom. Even though the cliffs rise high and dominate the horizon, the openness of the floor allows you to feel grounded and calm. The air is fresh, cool, and invigorating, carrying faint scents of water and vegetation. The gentle sound of flowing water, the occasional bird, and the wind moving across the mountains all contribute to a sense of quiet presence. Romsdalen Valley is both powerful and peaceful. The steep mountains remind you of nature's strength, while the flowing river and soft light encourage reflection and calm. Every view, every angle, tells a story of the valley's creation over millennia. Glacial forces, erosion, and water have worked slowly, shaping a landscape that feels both ancient and timeless. Being in Romsdalen Valley feels like standing in the middle of a natural cathedral. The scale of the cliffs, the depth of the river, and the expanse of the sky create a sense of awe and wonder. You feel connected to the land and its history, and yet the experience also reminds you of how small you are in comparison to the vastness of nature. Would you prefer to watch the river wind gently through the valley, or focus on the towering cliffs and waterfalls around you? Would you enjoy experiencing the valley in soft morning light, or in the mysterious tones created by mist and clouds? Would you feel more connected while standing on the valley floor, or from a viewpoint higher up, taking in the wide expanse of mountains and river below? From the deep beauty of Romsdalen Valley, our journey now continues toward another unforgettable natural event. Next, we move to Rondane National Park. Rondane National Park is one of Norway's oldest and most majestic protected areas, a place where mountains, valleys, and wildlife come together in perfect harmony. The park is known for its high peaks, wide open landscapes, and untouched natural beauty. From the moment you enter Rondane, you feel a deep sense of peace and connection to nature, as if time itself slows down. The mountains in Rondane are tall and rocky, rising sharply from the valleys below. Their peaks often remain covered in snow well into the warmer months, contrasting with the soft green slopes and grassy meadows in the lower areas. Each mountain has its own character, with jagged ridges, steep cliffs, and hidden passes waiting to be discovered. The valleys of Rondane are wide and open and calm. Streams and small rivers flow gently through these spaces, reflecting the mountains above. In some areas, lakes appear like mirrors, perfectly still and capturing the colors of the sky and surrounding peaks. This combination of towering mountains and calm valleys creates a sense of balance that is rare and breathtaking. Rondane National Park is also home to wildlife that thrives in these remote conditions. You might see reindeer wandering across the valleys, moving gracefully against the backdrop of mountains. Birds circle high above, their calls echoing in the quiet air. The presence of wildlife adds another layer of life to the landscape, reminding visitors of the richness and resilience of nature. Light transforms Rondane throughout the day. In the early morning, the sun rises slowly, casting a golden glow on the peaks and creating long shadows in the valleys. Midday light reveals textures in the rocks and the deep green of moss and grass. Next, we move to Flåm. Flåm is a small village set within one of Norway's most spectacular fjords, surrounded by steep mountains and deep waters. Despite its size, the natural beauty of this place is immense. Flåm is known for the calm waters of the Geirangerfjord and the dramatic cliffs that rise on either side, creating a landscape that feels both intimate and grand at the same time. The fjord around Flåm is narrow and deep, with mountains climbing sharply from the water's edge. These cliffs are covered with moss, scattered trees, and patches of exposed rock, forming patterns that are as visually interesting as they are dramatic. Waterfalls fall from the mountains into the fjord, some cascading gently and others crashing with powerful energy. Their presence adds constant movement and sound to the otherwise quiet surroundings. The water of Geirangerfjord is often smooth and reflective, mirroring the mountains, sky, and waterfalls. On calm days, the surface acts like a perfect mirror, doubling the beauty of the landscape. On windy days, small waves ripple across the water, creating a sense of energy and life. The fjord feels alive, constantly changing, yet perfectly balanced. Light plays a key role in Flåm's charm. In the morning, soft sunlight touches the tops of the mountains first, gradually reaching the valley floor and reflecting on the water. During midday, light highlights textures in rock and vegetation, revealing details that might go unnoticed from a distance. Evening light softens the landscape, producing a serene and almost magical atmosphere, especially when the water reflects the warm hues of the sky. Clouds and mist add mystery, drifting slowly through the mountains and fjord. The mountains surrounding Flåm are a constant reminder of Norway's glacial past. They were carved by ice and water over thousands of years, forming sharp ridges, valleys, and natural passages. Even small streams and waterfalls contribute to this ongoing natural shaping, adding rhythm and life to the scenery. The air in Flåm is fresh and crisp, often carrying a faint scent of water and vegetation. Silence dominates, broken only by the gentle flow of waterfalls, distant water sounds, or the movement of wind through the mountains. This quiet allows visitors to feel fully immersed in the landscape, creating a sense of peace and deep connection with nature. Flåm is a place where every detail contributes to the overall experience. From the reflections in the fjord to the textures of the mountains and the movement of waterfalls, everything works together to create a perfect harmony. Standing here, you can feel the scale of the cliffs, the depth of the water, and the vastness of the surrounding fjord all at once. Would you prefer to focus on the calm, reflective water of the fjord or the powerful, cascading waterfalls falling from the cliffs? Would you enjoy experiencing Flåm under soft morning light or during dramatic skies when clouds and mist add mystery to the scene? Would you feel more connected standing at the edge of the fjord or looking from a higher viewpoint at the mountains and water below? Next, we move to Haukland Beach. Haukland Beach is widely considered one of Norway's most stunning coastal locations. Its beauty comes not from crowded shores, but from pure natural elements: soft sand, clear turquoise waters, and the mountains that rise sharply from the coastline. Here, every detail of the landscape seems carefully placed by nature, creating a sense of serenity and wonder. The sand at Haukland Beach is soft and light-colored, stretching gently along the shore. Unlike many beaches in the world, it feels clean, untouched, and perfectly integrated with the surrounding scenery. Walking along the sand, you can hear the gentle rhythm of waves lapping the shore, creating a calming and meditative experience. The water here is exceptionally clear and shifts color depending on the light and depth. Close to the shore, it often appears turquoise, reflecting the sky above. Further out, it deepens into darker blue, blending seamlessly with the horizon. Waves are usually calm, gently rolling in with a soft and continuous sound, which adds to the feeling of peace and openness. Haukland Beach is framed by rugged mountains which rise steeply from the coastline and stretch inland. Their dark, rocky faces contrast beautifully with the bright sand and water, giving the beach a dramatic backdrop. The mountains often have patches of green moss or small shrubs, adding color and texture to the scene. Waterfalls sometimes descend the cliffs, feeding into the ocean and creating small areas of mist that shimmer in the sunlight. The air at Haukland Beach is crisp and clean, carrying the faint scent of sea and mountain. It moves freely across the open shore, giving a feeling of space and freedom. The gentle sounds of wind, waves, and distant waterfalls combined into a natural symphony, creating a meditative atmosphere where it is easy to lose track of time. Haukland Beach is more than just a place to observe. It encourages stillness and reflection. Standing at the water's edge, listening to the rhythmic waves, and feeling the vast openness of the ocean and sky inspires a profound sense of calm and connection. The contrast between the soft beach, powerful mountains, and endless water makes this location feel both peaceful and awe-inspiring at the same time. Would you prefer to watch the soft waves roll on to the sandy shore, or focus on the dramatic mountains that rise sharply behind the beach? Would you enjoy experiencing the beach in gentle morning light, or during bright midday sun that illuminates the colors and textures of the landscape? Would you feel more connected standing at the water's edge, or observing from a higher viewpoint to take in the full scale of beach, mountains, and ocean together? Next, we move to Senja Island. Senja Island is often called Norway's hidden gem, a place where dramatic mountains meet the sea in breathtaking ways. The island is large, wild, and largely untouched, offering an authentic experience of nature at its most powerful and beautiful. From the towering cliffs to calm bays, Senja presents landscapes that are constantly changing, making every moment unique. The coastline of Senja is rugged and dramatic. Sharp cliffs rise directly from the ocean, creating striking contrasts between dark rocks and deep blue water. Waves crash against the base of these cliffs, sending mist high into the air. In calmer bays, the water is still and reflective, perfectly mirroring the sky and surrounding mountains. The contrast between the violent energy of open sea and the gentle calm of sheltered coves creates a dynamic and captivating experience. The mountains on Senja are steep and jagged, shaped over thousands of years by glaciers and wind. Their peaks often remain covered in snow well into the warmer months, while the lower slopes are covered with green moss, shrubs, and occasional wildflowers. From high points on the island, the view stretches across fjords, valleys, and the endless ocean, offering a sense of scale and freedom that is rare in the world. Senja Island is home to wide fjords and small rivers that carve paths through the island, adding depth and life to the landscape. Waterfalls tumble down mountainsides, some gentle, others forceful, feeding the fjords and rivers below. These flows create movement and sound, reminding visitors that nature is alive, constantly shaping and reshaping the land. Light on Senja Island is particularly remarkable. During the summer months, the midnight sun keeps the sky bright late into the night, creating soft golden hues across cliffs and water. In the winter, the low sun casts long shadows, highlighting textures in the mountains and making the fjords appear even deeper and more dramatic. Clouds, fog, and mist can drift across the landscape, adding mystery and an ever-changing mood to the scene.
The air on Senja is fresh, crisp, and invigorating. It carries the scent of sea and mountain, and the constant presence of wind reminds you of the island's exposure to natural forces. Silence here is profound, broken only by the sounds of water, wind, and distant birds. This quiet allows visitors to connect deeply with the landscape, creating a sense of peace and reflection. Senja Island is both awe-inspiring and calming. The dramatic cliffs and mountains show nature's power, while the still fjords and calm bays invite relaxation and contemplation. Every viewpoint offers a new experience. The interplay of light, water, and rock creates a constantly shifting panorama that rewards careful observation and patience. Would you prefer to experience the dramatic cliffs with waves crashing below, or the calm, reflective fjords tucked between mountains? Would you enjoy standing on a high mountain peak, watching the ocean stretch endlessly, or exploring lower valleys and hidden coves? Would you feel more connected during the midnight sun with soft golden light, or in the quiet, mystical tones of winter with low sun and mist? Next, we move to Trollstigen. Trollstigen, often called the Troll's Path, is one of Norway's most iconic natural landscapes. This high mountain pass is famous for its steep slopes, dramatic cliffs, and the deep valleys it connects. As you explore this area, you immediately notice the power and scale of the surrounding nature.
Mountains rise sharply on either side, waterfalls tumble down cliffs, and the valley stretches far below, creating a sense of awe and wonder. The approach to Trollstigen is breathtaking. From higher viewpoints, you can see the entire valley winding down with rivers and streams carving paths through the landscape. Waterfalls fall continuously along the cliffs, some small and delicate, others large and thundering, adding movement and life to the rugged terrain. The interplay of rock, water, and sky creates a scene that feels both dynamic and timeless. The mountains around Trollstigen are jagged and steep, shaped over thousands of years by glaciers and erosion. Dark rock faces rise sharply from the valley floor, sometimes covered in patches of moss or hardy vegetation. From certain viewpoints, the cliffs appear almost vertical, emphasizing the raw power of nature in this region. The rugged peaks are often capped with snow, even in warmer months, contrasting beautifully with the greenery below. Light plays a dramatic role in Trollstigen. In the early morning, soft sunlight illuminates the cliffs and waterfalls, casting long shadows across the valley. During midday, the light emphasizes the textures of the rocks and the flowing water, revealing every detail. Clouds and mist drifting through the valley can create an ethereal, almost magical feeling, especially when sunlight filters through, making the waterfalls sparkle and the cliffs glow. The changing weather ensures that no two views are ever exactly the same. The air in Trollstigen is fresh and crisp, carrying the scent of mountain streams and vegetation. It is invigorating and energizing, reminding visitors of the raw, untamed nature of this high mountain environment. The constant presence of wind and the sound of cascading waterfalls create a natural rhythm, emphasizing the scale and energy of the landscape. Trollstigen is not only visually stunning, but also emotionally powerful. Standing at a viewpoint, looking down the winding valley, you feel a sense of humility and wonder. The combination of steep cliffs, rushing water, and expansive sky evokes both excitement and calm, as if the mountains themselves are alive and watching over the land. Would you prefer to watch the waterfalls cascading down the cliffs or focus on the dramatic peaks rising above the valley? Would you enjoy experiencing Trollstigen under bright sunlight or during soft, mysterious light created by clouds and mist? Would you feel more connected standing at the edge of a high viewpoint overlooking the valley, or exploring lower areas closer to the rivers and streams below? Next, we move to Svalbard. Svalbard is a remote and extraordinary archipelago located far above the Arctic Circle, offering a unique experience of the raw, untamed Arctic wilderness. Here, the landscape is dramatic, wild, and largely untouched by human presence. Mountains rise sharply from the fjords, glaciers stretch across the land, and the endless ocean surrounds the islands, creating a feeling of complete isolation and extraordinary natural beauty. The glaciers on Svalbard are among its most remarkable features. Massive rivers of ice flow slowly from the mountains to the fjords, creating spectacular white and blue patterns. The glaciers move quietly, yet powerfully, a reminder of the slow and unstoppable forces of nature. Icebergs break off into the water, floating gently in the fjords and adding an ever-changing element to the landscape. The contrast of bright ice against the dark ocean and rocky cliffs is striking and visually captivating. The mountains on Svalbard are rugged and often snow-covered even in summer. They rise dramatically from the water, forming sharp peaks and jagged ridges. Valleys between the mountains create sheltered areas where small streams and rivers flow, adding life and movement to the otherwise vast and remote landscape. The interplay of mountains, glaciers, and fjords makes every view feel powerful and dynamic. The wildlife of Svalbard is unique and adapted to the harsh Arctic environment. Polar bears roam the icy terrain, while Arctic foxes and reindeer move gracefully through valleys and tundra. Seabirds circle high above the fjords, their cries echoing in the quiet Arctic air. Every element of life here feels resilient and perfectly adapted to the extreme conditions. Light in Svalbard is dramatic and unlike anywhere else in the world. In summer, the midnight sun keeps the sky bright 24 hours a day, casting golden hues across glaciers, mountains, and fjords. Shadows shift slowly, and the landscape takes on a surreal, almost magical glow. In winter, the polar night brings long periods of darkness, illuminated only by soft moonlight and the mesmerizing northern lights dancing across the sky. The Arctic light constantly transforms the mood of the islands, creating unforgettable visual experiences. The air in Svalbard is crisp, clean, and incredibly invigorating. The combination of snow, ice, and ocean create a scent that feels fresh and pure. The wind often sweeps across the fjords and tundra, carrying the sounds of ice cracking, water flowing, and distant wildlife. Silence here is profound, broken only by natural sounds, allowing visitors to feel fully immersed in the Arctic wilderness. Svalbard is not just a place to see, it is a place to feel. Standing near a glacier, watching icebergs drift, or observing mountains reflected in fjord waters evokes awe, humility, and a deep connection to the natural world. The remoteness of the islands emphasizes the scale and power of nature, reminding us how small humans are in comparison to the Arctic landscape. Would you prefer to observe the massive glaciers and drifting icebergs, or focus on the rugged mountains and valleys surrounding the fjords? Would you enjoy experiencing Svalbard under the continuous golden light of the midnight sun, or during the quiet, mystical darkness of winter with northern lights above? Would you feel more connected standing at the water's edge, or from a high vantage point overlooking the fjords, glaciers, and mountains stretching into the distance? From the frozen and dramatic landscapes of Svalbard, our journey now comes to its final destination in Norway. Next, Lyngen Alps. The Lyngen Alps are one of Norway's most dramatic and breathtaking mountain ranges, a perfect finale to our journey through the country's natural wonders. Located in northern Norway, the Lyngen Alps are renowned for their sharp peaks, deep valleys, and striking glaciers, creating a landscape that is both wild and serene. From the moment you lay eyes on these mountains, you are struck by their scale and raw beauty. The mountains rise sharply from the surrounding land, their jagged peaks piercing the sky. Snow often caps the higher summits, even during the summer months, contrasting beautifully with the dark rocky cliffs and lush green valleys below. Each peak has a distinct character, some smooth and glacially polished, others rough and rugged, shaped over millennia by the forces of ice, wind, and time. Glaciers weave their way between the mountains, their slow movement carving valleys and shaping the landscape. These massive rivers of ice shimmer in shades of white and blue, sometimes reflecting sunlight in a way that makes the mountains seem even more majestic. Meltwater from the glaciers feeds streams and rivers that flow down into deep fjords, creating a dynamic interplay of water, rock, and ice. The Lyngen Alps are surrounded by fjords and open water, adding depth and contrast to the scenery. From high viewpoints, you can see the fjords snaking through the valleys, reflecting the sky and mountains. The water often appears calm and mirror-like, but occasional wind can stir gentle ripples, adding motion and life to the view. The combination of mountains and water creates a feeling of harmony and balance in a truly wild setting. Light transforms the Lyngen Alps throughout the day. Early morning sun casts golden hues on the peaks, creating long shadows that emphasize the ruggedness of the terrain. Midday light eliminates every detail of rock, ice, and vegetation, revealing textures that can be easily missed from a distance. Evening light softens the landscape, bathing the mountains in warm tones and creating a reflective and peaceful mood. Clouds and mist drifting between peaks add mystery and constantly change the character of the scenery. The air in the Lyngen Alps is crisp, pure, and invigorating. Breathing it deeply connects you with the surrounding environment. The sounds of flowing rivers, distant waterfalls, and the occasional call of a bird provide a natural symphony, enhancing the immersive experience of this untouched landscape. Silence dominates, broken only by these subtle sounds of nature, making the experience both calming and awe-inspiring. The Lyngen Alps leave a lasting impression because they combine power and beauty in equal measure. Standing here, you feel small in comparison to the towering peaks and deep valleys, yet deeply connected to the land around you. The glaciers, fjords, and mountains together create a natural masterpiece that evokes feelings of wonder, humility, and peace. Would you prefer to observe the sharp peaks and glaciers from a high vantage point, or focus on the fjords and valleys below, reflecting the mountains above? Would you enjoy experiencing the Lyngen Alps under the soft morning light, or during dramatic skies with clouds and mist moving between peaks? Would you feel more connected standing near a flowing river at the base of a glacier, or from a viewpoint that captures the full scale of mountains, fjords, and ice stretching into the distance? As we take in the panoramic beauty of the Lyngen Alps, we conclude our journey through Norway, a country where mountains, fjords, glaciers, and skies combine to create landscapes that inspire awe, reflection, and a deep appreciation for the power and serenity of nature.